An unlikely hero. Meet Crissteek and her mischievous worm army. In a quiet corner of a bustling garden, where the sun's rays tickled the leaves and the flowers whispered secrets to one another, lived Crissteek, the most unconventional gardener you could ever imagine. With a twinkle in her eye and a mischievous grin, Crissteek was far from the stereotypical image of a serious, dirt-covered horticulturist. No, she was a jolly soul, always ready to crack a joke or unleash a prank on unsuspecting garden visitors. Crissteek's adventure began when she stumbled upon a hidden stash of vermicompost, a magical fertilizer that had the power to transform even the feeblest of plants into lush, vibrant wonders. It was said that the worms responsible for creating this extraordinary compost possessed extraordinary abilities of their own. They could dance a jig, sing melodious tunes, and even perform tiny magic tricks. Crissteek couldn't believe her luck. With her newfound army of worm companions, Crissteek set out to revolutionize the world of gardening. She named her worm army the Wiggly Brigade, because, well, they certainly knew how to wiggle. The brigade consisted of Captain Slimy, a dashing worm with a penchant for bow ties, Private Squiggles, the expert digger who always got a little too excited, and Corporal Slinky, the acrobatic daredevil of the bunch. Together, they formed an unstoppable force, ready to conquer the garden beds and bring life to every plant they touched. But first, Crissteek had to learn the art of communicating with her wiggly comrades. It wasn't as easy as it seemed, for worms have a language of their own. They communicated through a series of wriggles, squirms, and intricate dances that only the most astute gardener could decipher. Crissteek spent hours observing and imitating her worm army, much to the amusement of the neighboring flowers and the curious goats. She would wiggle her body and wiggle her nose, attempting to mimic their every move. Sometimes, she got it right, and the worms would burst into applause, their tiny bodies wriggling with delight. Other times, she would accidentally perform a ridiculous dance that sent the worms into fits of laughter. But Crissteek persevered, determined to unlock the secrets of the worm language. As days turned into weeks, Crissteek's bond with the Wiggly Brigade grew stronger. She discovered that each worm had a unique personality, just like humans do. Captain Slimy was the charismatic leader, always rallying the troops and spreading positivity. Private Squiggles had an insatiable curiosity, tunneling through the soil with boundless energy. Corporal Slinky, with his incredible acrobatic skills, entertained everyone with daring flips and spins. But it wasn't all fun and games in Crissteek's garden. The wily slugs and snails, jealous of the attention the worms received, devised devious plans to sabotage Crissteek's mission. They slimed their way through the garden, munching on delicate plant leaves and leaving behind a trail of destruction. Crissteek knew he had to protect her worm army and restore balance to the garden. Armed with humor and a few clever tricks up his sleeve, Crissteek hatched a plan to outwit the slimy invaders. She lured them into a makeshift obstacle course filled with banana peel ramps and slippery slopes. The slugs and snails, unable to resist the temptation, tumbled and slid around in hilarious fashion, much to the delight of the Wiggly Brigade. With their foes defeated, the worms and Crissteek celebrated their victory with a grand worm parade, their wiggles synchronized in perfect harmony. And so, Crissteek's journey began, filled with laughter, camaraderie, and a determination to spread the wonders of Crissteek Gold Vermicompost far and wide. Little did she know that her unique brand of gardening would soon become the talk of the town, inspiring gardeners from every corner of the world to embrace the magic of worms and the power of laughter in their own green spaces.